Then I was calling everyone. Everyone. Sasha, I got the ring. I was like Gollum chasing for that ring.
My precious.
I just couldn't wait. Hi
Hello.
guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back again with yet another video, but today a different topic. Our engagement story. How crazy is that? We are standing today at the exact spot where we actually got engaged, and we are so excited to tell you guys everything about it. Let's get started. So our story goes back to the year of 2019. This is when we actually got engaged, right?
September, yes.
That's right. We had been together at this time for 1 year, and we had been living together for a couple of months because we moved in that year of
February.
That's right, yeah. In June, we started talking in the direction of getting married because that was like a value that we both shared. From the time we met, we already like talked about our future goals of settling down. In June, I think we started discussing engagement, right?
Yeah. How it can be.
Yeah, how we would like have imagined it. And I remember we having a lot of discussion about the ring itself. How was that, Christian?
Well, I struggled with the idea that I had to get the ring for you that you really like to wear for the rest of your life. So I was thinking about that forth and back, and then I came across the idea of offering you a website where you can create your own ring, and you are 100% sure that you really
like
love
the
to
ring.
wear that for the rest of your days.
So for you, what you struggled with was the pressure of having to choose the ring that I
Yeah.
have to wear for the
The
rest of my
variety,
life.
it's too much nowadays.
There is just a lot of different
Colored
types of things.
diamonds,
Exactly.
different shapes, thousands of different shapes, and the materials as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I know Christian really wanted me to have a ring that I was going to love for the rest of my life. We are different in that case, in that sense, because you love colors, right? I remember you suggested to me all this like red, greens,
Yeah. Well,
blacks.
emerald was there, yeah, the black diamonds, even the brown one. They look lovely by themselves, but
Yeah.
you never know how it suits you when you have it on your finger.
Exactly. Yeah. If it's something that you're going to love in the long run, it's not a thing of, just taking something and then few months down the line or year down the line, you're like, "Ah, this
Some
doesn't
colors are
really."
also, let's be honest, some colors as much
They have to
as
be
lovely as they
complementing.
are, right? But it is hard to match them with every clothes you're
That
wearing.
is true, yeah. So yeah, we abandoned that idea of color. I decided I was definitely going with the old traditional
Yellow gold.
yellow gold, yeah, and a diamond ring. He came across with this website where
Angelique Diamonds it was.
yeah, but that's where you ordered. However, you suggested the website where I could like modify my ring. So Christian found a website where one is able to like create the entire ring from scratch for themselves, and that was really convenient, you guys, because I ended up like really creating what I loved. I spent some time on that. I remember Googling a lot of websites, like, trying to get ideas and all that type of stuff. It was crazy, but it was really fun doing because I knew it was mine. It was significant, right? And I think after a while I had something put together and I emailed it to you, right? What happened then after that?
Yeah, from the moment on, I was sure that you are really into that, what you created over there.
You had to make sure that I was not changing my mind, because I remember him coming to me 2 or 3 times asking if I'm sure about that design, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
How long?
I straight away had to order because it took some time. I think they needed up to 8 weeks to build that ring.
Yeah, the ring was to take 2 months. It was to take 2 months to be fully created, and there was also like a waiting time within the shipping realm, right? Because we ordered from Angelic Diamonds in the UK. So that took quite a while, and obviously, like, it's a diamond, it's a engagement ring, it had to be sent the safest way. When exactly did you receive the ring? Because I think you would have ordered it then in the month of what? July, right?
No, it must have been end of June.
End of June.
End of
And
June, yeah, something around that.
okay, and when did you get it?
Shortly before, what means shortly? I think 2.5 to 3 weeks before we actually got engaged.
So you received it then in the month of September, right?
No,
Or October,
earlier.
or August,
August.
right? That would be August, yeah. How was that? How did it feel? I mean, you know me, right?
Well, I had to keep it secured because this girl here, she has a tendency of cleaning into places where she never cleans before, exactly on days before her birthday, on days
I get
before.
busy. So Christian is basically trying to say the moment he got the ring, he had to protect it from his, first of all, wife that's always scoofing around the house, always busy painting, recreating, moving things around. He was sure that I was definitely going to be coming across it, right?
Yes,
So how did you protect it?
I had no other choice. I had to take it to work with me for several days.
Really?
And I remember even my workmates, they were wondering why I was so much
Protective of your
overprotective.
bag.
Yeah,
So you carried the ring every day to work.
yeah.
Wow.
For a while, and then later on, I dropped it at Mama's house. So
So the ring had to relocate.
that too.
Yeah, you guys. And to be quite honest, I am not patient. I am not a patient person. Christian knew that in any kind of way. I was curious. You knew that I was curious too, right? So not that you were only protecting the ring from me coming across it by mistake. You also knew that I knew obviously that something was happening, and we were also headed towards our anniversary. So I was really also like, I was keeping an eye open. If you would ask my friend Sasha, at this time, I became very, very annoying to her, like on a regular basis. Sasha, I know Christian should have received the ring. I know he should have ordered the ring. He wouldn't like make me create it if he wasn't doing that. But what is he waiting for? Like when is he doing this? Like on a regular basis, week in, week out, I came to her and I'm like, Sasha, do you think it's this week? Do you think it's this month? And I remember we went on dates during this period of time, and I always thought, that's it. Today is the day. And you guys, I came back home with no ring. Like I was like Gollum chasing for that ring.
My precious.
I just couldn't wait. But yeah, with the help of my friend Sasha, I could kind of like, take a chill pill and just wait it out. I think we both just agreed. We both just like dwelled on the idea of, I think this is happening on your anniversary. And that kind of helped me like ease into the whole waiting process. So yeah, how did you plan then the event? Because now you have the ring, you've saved the ring is safe by your mom's house.
Well, I felt the pressure you just mentioned, right? You had the expectations of getting it.
So you were rushing behind time.
Yeah, well, in a way. But what was more concerning is, I mean, you kept going on a daily basis about certain kind of things that you would like to have happening on that special day,
Yeah, I
right?
gave him hints, you guys.
Yeah, but they were constantly changing, and that is what made it so complicated. Nevertheless, I had my idea of what to do, and I specifically chose this location. I mean, don't get
But
fooled.
before you get to that, I just wanted to say this one thing here. Something about Germans, let me say, right? They are not so much into this whole engagement thing, right? It's not big here. I think they invest more into their wedding ring and all the other stuff, right?
The wedding itself.
And this whole like surprise engagements is not their thing. And I thought it was very necessary for me to hint him, like to give him a picture of what I imagined for my engagement, because I knew in this direction he would not have obviously like imagined it in the kind of way that I wanted it. So when he says I put pressure on him, he is damn right about that, because I constantly had to tell him I want people on this day. I want a video. It has to be in public. It has to be in a very extravaganza.
And the family.
Friends. Yeah, there was like...
And the knight. And the white horse.
Yeah, come on. But yes, I kind of like steered him up in the right direction, I would say. So yeah, what happened then? Like the whole planning process. You told me you went to the bag park. You went.
No. I had to wait. You were out with your friend.
With Sasha, yeah.
I picked up Pookie, Michaela, straight away from the swimming pool.
Yeah.
And she was wearing her flip-flops or house shoes, I remember. And we came up here into that area, and don't get fooled, you only see a tiny little part of that.
It's a huge place here. We will show you guys
up
after.
the hill here. And
so you went to the top?
Not the top. The top would have been easily accessible by car, but I wanted to have the center where the tiny little cave is, the grotto.
Oh, that way we ended up the other time.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. But
that's a nice spot.
That is a nice spot, but it's a hardcore.
I would have had to walk, and your parents.
Yeah, how do I get all the people over there? But we tried, so Pookie was really brave. She did all the walk in her flip-flops up there. And it took us at
you
least
tortured my baby.
An hour or so to get up there. And I remember you called me even a few times. And I had to press away the...
You didn't answer?
No, I answered you, but I had to take away the FaceTime option, right? It was only audio.
So I don't see where you were.
And when we went up there, it was lovely, but it was not manageable to...
It was not, your mom with the operation that she had just had,
could have not done that. Definitely not.
No, yeah.
Absolutely impossible. But on the way back down, I came across that area here, and I thought, why not do it over here? Way easier accessible, and there are other things that given it a plus on top of it. Like the fountain is coming up on the pond behind us.
Yeah, there's a fountain down there. I will show you guys everything after this.
The basic idea was always doing it when the water games are starting. So from the top of the Hercules, right in front of us,
the great view.
You will have the water coming down all the stairs, and then it passes the cave, and then it ends up on the pond behind us, and the fountain is
going up, yeah.
And you have the amazing view.
Yeah, and on this specific day, it would have been illuminated, right?
Oh yeah, well, and that is the reason why I let you wait for so long, because I wanted to have it in the night.
On that very day.
On these special days where they do it illuminated. So
and
you have
how
to
often?
Imagine, it's only several appointments during the year. But what is going to happen is you have all the water illuminated, where the Devil's Bridge is, the Hercules itself is always illuminated, the stairs, but the water areas are too, and it looks fantastic during nighttime.
So now you've made up now your great plan. What happened then?
Well, I had to organize everything. I know, for example, you love lilies, right? And flowers, specifically lilies, had to be ordered a few days earlier, so they have time to open up. I had to brief everyone, because I couldn't carry anything up with me here.
Because I would be suspicious.
Yeah, of course. And that had to be organized. I had to involve my sister-in-law, my brother, and
your mom.
Of course.
Yeah. Where were the flowers? I mean,
the flowers also
at your mom's
are shipped at Mama's house.
I'm telling you, Christian's mom is a trooper. Your mom is your right hand man. Anyway, yeah, so I was clueless at this time. Like, I had no idea what was happening. Of course, I
For
was
you,
like,
it was a regular day, because remember, we always talked that we will go one day to the illuminated
exactly,
water game.
yeah.
So she had absolutely
I
no
had no
idea.
idea. Because we always wanted to experience this whole illuminated games
But you
thing.
know what? I still cannot believe, after all this time, I mean, you expected to get the ring, right? You
Yeah.
really expected it.
But I
Why
was
did you never thought that is going to happen on that day?
Because you took me on quite a lot of dates ever since the whole like engagement plan and all that, right? We went on dates where I expected it would happen and it just never happened, right?
Okay.
So you kind of like expect, and then you just ease in. And the other thing is with this whole event, right? We had talked about it. I think last year we also wanted to come and we didn't for some strange reasons, or we were late. We decided late and it was
By the
already,
time it was
yeah.
already not
And
happening anymore.
this time it sounded like just a normal thing to me. And I didn't really know how beautiful it was. I could not imagine how beautiful it was. I could not imagine it to be like an ideal engagement spot, right? So yeah, I was like clueless. I was still hoping for our engagement day. Our anniversary day.
Ah, okay.
This is why I think I ignored the. I didn't take that into account. So yeah, this day comes, you guys. Sister is clueless, and I hate that because I did not dress up for the engagement. You know, everybody wearing these like dresses, heels. No, I was in jeans. And I wore heels. I really didn't dress up for the occasion and nobody even briefed me. Like, I'm really mad at Pookie. She could have said, "Ah, mommy, wear a dress." You know, she could have like, you guys, seriously. Yeah, we came here earlier. I think we arrived around 6.
Yeah,
It
they
was
were
already,
already packed, right?
yeah, it
On
was
those days it
full.
is, but there are thousands of people up
The
here.
whole place was full of people here. Down there at the palace, the castle,
Where the castle is, yeah.
there was like a lot of restaurants, and
Food,
we
yeah.
could eat. So we went first into a restaurant. We had a meal, and then we came up to this area here where the water is. This is where everything was taking place, right? And it was packed, you guys. There was a lot of people selling stuff. There was just a lot of entertainment, which we were all curious about. We walked around.
And I
I
kept
remember
disappearing constantly.
I remember the first time you come to us, you're like, I'm coming back. I need to go check something. I need to find a spot for us because this is too packed so you can see properly. I'm like, okay, cool. Me and my daughter went, we bought these
Illuminated
illuminated balls
yeah. And then
and the
the
crown.
crowns.
And you came back. You're like, oh, you guys got yourself some stuff.
Yeah,
We're like,
then I
yeah.
disappeared again. I
And
have
then
to go
he's
wee
like,
wee.
yeah,
I
I
have to go
didn't,
another
yeah.
time wee wee. And
You had to go pee. Like, he kept coming up with things that he had to do. And honestly, you guys, my child is a traitor. That girl,
no,
she
she's
knows how
absolutely
to keep a
reliable.
secret. She really convinced me that that was a normal day. Like, oh, mommy, let's go there. Oh, did you see that? She kept me captivated. She kept me entertained that I could not even pay attention at what
She
Christian
did a
was
good job
doing.
because that was actually her job on that day.
She played a good role, for real. She's really a secretive
I mean,
person.
I had to, because it was difficult.
You wouldn't
Imagine
have done it
these
on your
thousands
own.
of people. I never knew by the time everyone arrived, and if they didn't forget anything,
Yeah.
and where even to find them. It was
It
full
was
here. It was
full.
full.
So Christian, in that whole time that
And
he
then during
kept
nighttime,
disappearing, yeah, he was busy looking for his family. He was trying to find a spot with them to get everything prepped before we could like show up. I remember then he came now like lastly and he's like, oh, you guys, I found a nice spot. I think
have to
from
get
that
going
spot
there,
you
yeah.
guys can see everything and you don't have to be like standing in the middle of like all these people. So I'm like, yeah, great, let's go. We're walking down now. If
To
you
the
guys can
center,
see,
to the center,
yeah,
where the bicycle
the
is.
middle where everybody is, where the benches are, just down there. we're walking down. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just lost in a conversation
No,
with you
and I
guys.
said, look at the ground, because you
No, yeah,
simply
but
didn't
when we were
realize.
walking down, we were like having a normal day, right?
Yeah,
It was
of
just
course.
a normal day. And he says to me, "Oh, look at
this
that!
gigantic
Look at this gigantic
heart.
heart!" Because the sister-in-law had made like a heart with candles,
with tea lights, yeah.
tea lights, yeah.
But really big.
It was beautiful. It was
And
also illuminated.
And the funny thing was, afterwards, she told us that it was really difficult to scare the people away, to keep the space over there, because everybody wanted to make pictures and stand in the center. And
so she did the whole deco, and she had to protect the hut because people were like walking over and people wanted to make pictures around it. Like, people were entertained by it. And you know, she had to protect it for us to get there while it was still burning and alive. So we get there and Christian's like, look, that is beautiful, right? And I'm like also captivated, like, yeah, that's beautiful. And I hear voices, familiar voices, because it was dark. You don't see people, right? And it was your sister-in-law, and I'm like, you, what are you doing here? And then I see the mother. I see like everybody was there, you guys. That was like the moment where I froze, because when I turn around, Christian is now like kneeling in the middle of that heart, and I'm standing right there, and he's like asking me to marry him. I froze, like, you know, even like I didn't notice like everybody that was there, right? I could not notice everybody and even hear what you were saying. It was like a moment of blankness. That's one thing about those moments, right? You plan them. You want to be present. You want to embrace them. But when they happen, really, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. I gave you my hand, of course. Yes, I want to marry you. Come on. We planned this together. I've been bothering you. I've been contacting Sasha like every day. When is this coming? So yes, of course, it was a yes, you guys. I got my ring, the one I carry and wear so proudly today. It was really beautiful, right? Unfortunately, our engagement video is very dark.
yeah.
It's very
it
dark.
was
It was a
nighttime.
dark night, yeah. It was a dark
We
night.
took pictures over here, actually, at the place where we're recording right now.
We made a lot of pictures in many different spots.
And the way down here was illuminated as well.
Exactly. But hey, the important thing, the moment Christian asks me for my hand, it was the very same moment where the whole fountain goes up and the whole illumination. Wow, it was magical, you guys. And I'm going to put up a picture up here so you guys can see how that looked. It was stunning. It was just like the perfect engagement. I had like a different picture. I wanted daylight. I wanted people. I wanted a very good looking video. I still have that written in my head. That was the perfect moment, the perfect engagement, and I could do that again.
Oh, with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we got engaged. We went back into the whole event. I mean, I remember people making pictures of us. It was the attention was, it was amazing. I never felt so special in my life. Then we walked up here. We made great pictures. Then I was calling everyone. Everyone. Sasha, I got the ring. She was the first person I called. Then I called my parents, my friends, my relatives. Like, everybody knew in that very moment. I remember driving back home and I was on the phone the whole time. Yeah, you guys. And the next story will be us planning our wedding, how we got married. And that one is very interesting. You guys do not want to miss out on that. But you guys, that's our story. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We are standing right now at the very exact spot. Very interesting, right? The things we do for you guys. We do this for them, right?
Yes. Okay. All the way up here again.
Yeah, we had to do the walk. Yeah, so you guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We love your comments. Make sure you guys share with us what you think about our story and anything else that you would love to share with us. We'll see you guys on the next video.
You guys take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Mwah.